Nick, right in the middle of it, goal, assist, fight, just how did you feel in terms of engagement tonight?
Yeah, I think, the fight was obviously a little history between him and I. And, to be honest with you, I feel like my game's been building. I think there's the role that I'm in right now is obviously a little more defensive-minded and simple. So I'm trying to make sure I do that for the club. But it's always nice to contribute. I mean, that's something I feel like I can do. But I'm making sure that, we're playing winning hockey right now. And it's a tough one tonight because I thought we really answered back the way we needed to in order to get that at least a point. So it's a hard one to swallow, but for the most part on this trip, we've been playing winning hockey, and you just try to find your way to fill in the role that you're needed to play in. So that's what I'm trying to do for these guys. And obviously it's been a weird year, but I'm looking forward and just excited about contributing and feeling good, and we'll see where it goes.
You had entered the season, maybe even you thought maybe you'd get some Krejci's minutes on the top power play. Now it's a little bit more narrow focused role here on the fourth line. So what has that been like just in terms of adjusting to?
Yeah, I mean, I listen, obviously you want to play, but I missed a lot of time. I mean, the injuries didn't help early on. The coach is trying to get to know you, and you're trying to get accustomed to players, and it just didn't work out. So, we took a more simple approach, let my game kind of come to me, and instead of trying to search for it in those minutes when the team, we need to get going. So I feel like I'm starting to find my game, and obviously the role that we're playing and just trying to be a really solid line. And Nos is a lot of fun to play with, and we've had a kind of rotating right wing, and when Lasergate went out, and I thought Frodes did a great job tonight. I think he's grown every game he's played in. So we're just trying to be a real solid line for our team, and that's what everyone does. That's what the Bruins do. Every line has a role and a way of playing, and we're trying to do that as a group here. And it's caused us to have winning hockey of late, and we want to keep that going.
Can you talk about your physical play a little bit? It seemed like you really lifted the team up with some of your to get the team back in the game, and then that second goal, did you get a touch on it?
I don't know. I don't think so. There's so many sticks and things in the way. I think that was Brando's goal, but no, that's the way I play. That's the kind of game I need to play, obviously, for this club, and and I'm always going to try and be physical. Some nights it works a little bit better than others, but that's something I can bring and will continue to bring, and especially at the latter half of the year and into playoffs. I mean, that to me is crucial playoff hockey. So I'm liking that my game's gearing up towards this time of year, and like I said, I just you obviously want to just help and contribute any way you can. Sometimes it's on the score sheet, sometimes it's not, and it's other ways. And I think the guys in the room know what I can bring and what I try to bring every night, and it's a fun group to go to work with.
Bruce was saying he doesn't like to talk to you, obviously, and it makes sense, right? Like, you got to play schedule in front of you. That being said, after the game you had last night, right, knowing that this team probably is going to score, so on and so forth, do you take it kind of on yourself as a line to kind of say, all right, we got to bring something in case, it may not be this one?
For sure. Yeah, on a night where maybe our big guys aren't going early, it's on us sometimes to initiate and get the team going. So, and then we seem to settle in as a group after, the first period. We kind of caught ourselves, and I think that's what good teams do. Sometimes you can go the other way where it just gets away from you, where it has maybe a couple times this year, but tonight we caught ourselves and got back into the game, and that's why this one stings. I just don't, you hate to have it decided with a power play at the end, and and it seemed like a game that was destined to kind of go to the extra 5 and see where it goes from there. But it's about finishing games. It's about starting on time. Maybe that's our fault, and it hasn't been really the case. We've been a team that starts on time every night. So tonight it caught us a little bit, but I'm not going to hang our heads too much here. We played some really good hockey. Regroup, learn from this one and what we did wrong, and I thought we rectified it as game went on, and get ready for a big one in Vegas.
And kind of came together at the top of this year. What is it like kind of seeing, that chemistry kind of play out and change and morph and kind of be a fluid project?
It's, the one thing about lines, I mean, let's be honest, not a lot of teams have what Marshy and Pasta and Berge have built, right? And so to find now a balance of Pasta working well with Halsey and, and that tandem, and you just kind of go on through, and it's always kind of in flux. It's just never, with injuries and everything else, we've had our fair share of some craziness that's gone on with COVID and everything else. So I think, I'm sure he would love to have a lineup that stays the same for 50 games, but I think what we pride ourselves on as a group is that, whenever you're called upon to step up and play, you do the job. And, you're seeing different combinations in the bottom six, and I think guys are just willing to do whatever it takes to help the team win. And, we understand, where we are as a group and how we're trying to build our game to be as good as we can be going into the playoffs, and that's a big part of it, because come playoff time, a lot of guys are in and out and all over the place because of certain injuries and how it goes. So if you can kind of build that throughout the year and have that comfortableness with everybody, I mean, it's going to bode well for us later on. So I'm sure he would love to have it to be the same, but I give him credit for trying to find guys that can work well together, and it seemed to happen for us this year so far.
Thanks.
Good. Thanks, guys.